Right after you finish eating, your body goes through a powerful internal shift, one that most people never think about. Your heart rate changes, your blood flow redirects, your digestive system takes over, and in that moment, something dangerous can quietly begin. Most people believe the danger comes from what you eat: too much sugar, too much fat, too much salt. But what cardiologists are now warning about is something far more overlooked. It's what you do after eating that could be putting serious stress on your heart. Think about this. Right after a meal, a large amount of blood is redirected toward your stomach and digestive organs to process the food. That means your heart has to work harder to maintain balance throughout your body. Your blood pressure can fluctuate, your circulation shifts, and your system enters a sensitive state. Now here's where it gets dangerous. If you immediately lie down, rush into physical activity, take a hot shower, or even engage in certain habits that seem completely normal, you could be interrupting this delicate process. And for people over 40 or 50, especially those with high blood pressure, diabetes, or hidden heart conditions, this can trigger serious consequences. We're talking about sudden dizziness, sharp drops in blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, or, in extreme cases, events that can lead to long-term damage or even emergencies. What makes this truly alarming is how silent it is. There's no warning sign flashing in front of you, no pain at the exact moment. It feels like just another normal routine, something you've done your entire life without questioning. But over time, these small post-meal habits can build stress inside your cardiovascular system. And one day, your body reacts in a way you didn't expect. Imagine doing something as simple as lying down after dinner, thinking you're relaxing, while your heart is actually under strain. That's why in this video, we're going to break down the deadly danger after eating that nobody talks about, and the simple mistakes that could be putting your heart at risk every single day. Because protecting your heart isn't just about what's on your plate, it's about what happens after you finish eating. Right after you finish eating, your body shifts into a completely different mode, one that most people never notice, but one that plays a critical role in your overall health. This phase is known as the digestive response, and during this time, your body begins to prioritize breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and distributing energy where it's needed. The moment food enters your stomach, your digestive system activates and starts demanding more blood flow. To support this process, a significant portion of your blood is redirected toward your stomach and intestines. This helps your body break down food efficiently, but it also means there is temporarily less blood available for other areas, like your brain and muscles. Because of this shift, your heart has to work harder. It begins adjusting your circulation to maintain balance throughout your body. Your heart rate may increase slightly, and your blood pressure can fluctuate as your system adapts to the new demand. For a healthy person, this process usually happens smoothly. But after the age of 40 or 50, or for those with underlying conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart issues, this adjustment becomes more sensitive. At the same time, your metabolism increases. Your body starts converting food into energy, releasing glucose into the bloodstream. This triggers insulin to regulate your blood sugar levels. If this process is disrupted, either due to poor habits or underlying health issues, it can lead to sudden spikes or drops in blood sugar, making you feel tired, dizzy, or weak after eating. Another important change happens in your nervous system. Your body shifts into what is called a rest and digest state. This means your system is designed to slow down, focus on digestion, and conserve energy. It's not a moment for stress, heavy activity, or sudden changes in posture. It's a sensitive window where your body needs stability. The key thing most people don't realize is that during this time, your body is temporarily more vulnerable. It is working harder internally, even though you feel normal on the outside. And if you interfere with this process, by lying down, rushing into activity, or making certain common mistakes, you can disrupt this balance. This is why what you do after eating matters just as much as what you eat, because in those moments after your meal, your body is doing more work than you think, and how you respond to that can either support your heart and health or quietly put it under stress. Right after eating, most people fall into habits that feel completely normal. But many of these habits can quietly interfere with your body's natural digestive process and place unnecessary stress on your heart. One of the most common mistakes is lying down immediately after a meal. It might feel relaxing, especially after a heavy lunch or dinner, but this position makes it harder for your body to digest food properly. When you lie flat, gravity no longer helps keep food moving in the right direction, which can lead to acid reflux, discomfort, and added pressure on your digestive system. At the same time, your circulation becomes less efficient, forcing your heart to work harder to maintain balance. Another dangerous habit is jumping into physical activity too quickly. Some people believe walking fast or exercising right after eating helps digestion, but intense movement at this time can actually redirect blood away from your stomach. Your digestive system needs that blood to break down food, and when it's pulled away too soon, it creates internal stress. This can lead to cramps, fatigue, and even dizziness. Taking a hot shower immediately after eating is another mistake many people overlook. Hot water causes your blood vessels to expand, drawing blood toward your skin. This reduces the blood available for digestion, disrupting the process and putting extra strain on your cardiovascular system. For someone with existing heart concerns, this sudden shift can be risky. Smoking after meals is also more harmful than most people realize. Nicotine affects blood vessels and reduces oxygen flow, while your body is already working hard to digest food. This combination can increase heart stress and negatively impact circulation. Even drinking certain beverages right after eating, like excessive tea, coffee, or cold drinks, can interfere with digestion. These can either slow down the digestive process or cause sudden changes in how your body handles nutrients, leading to discomfort and imbalance. Another overlooked mistake is simply overeating. When you consume more food than your body can handle comfortably, your digestive system has to work overtime. This increases the demand on your heart and can lead to feelings of heaviness, fatigue, and shortness of breath. The problem with all these habits is that they don't feel dangerous in the moment. They feel routine, harmless, even comforting. But repeated day after day, they quietly disrupt your body's natural rhythm, creating stress that builds over time without you even realizing it. What most people don't realize is that the habits you follow right after eating can directly impact your heart and blood pressure in ways that are both immediate and long-term. The moment you finish a meal, your body is already under a unique kind of stress, not harmful on its own, but very sensitive to disruption. As digestion begins, a large portion of your blood is redirected toward your stomach and intestines. This process is essential for breaking down food, but it also means your heart has to work harder to maintain stable circulation throughout the rest of your body. Your heart rate may rise slightly, and your blood pressure can shift as your system tries to balance everything. Now, when you add certain post-meal habits into this already sensitive state, the pressure on your heart increases. For example, if you lie down immediately after eating, your circulation slows down and your body struggles to maintain proper blood flow. This can cause your blood pressure to fluctuate, sometimes leading to feelings of heaviness, discomfort, or even mild chest pressure. Over time, repeated strain like this can weaken your cardiovascular efficiency. On the other hand, if you suddenly engage in physical activity, especially something intense, your muscles demand more blood. This creates a conflict inside your body. Your digestive system needs blood, but your muscles are pulling it away. Your heart is forced to work even harder to meet both demands, increasing stress on your cardiovascular system. Hot showers can create a different kind of effect. The heat causes your blood vessels to expand, pulling blood toward the surface of your skin. This sudden redistribution reduces the blood available for digestion and can cause a drop in blood pressure. Some people may feel dizzy or lightheaded because of this rapid change. Smoking or consuming stimulants like caffeine right after meals adds another layer of stress. These substances can constrict or disrupt blood vessels, interfere with oxygen flow, and increase heart rate, all while your body is already working to digest food. Over time, these repeated disruptions can lead to more serious issues. Blood pressure may become less stable, circulation can weaken, and the heart may begin to experience chronic strain. For individuals over 40 or 50, or those with existing conditions like hypertension or diabetes, these effects become even more significant. The most concerning part is that this stress builds silently. You may not feel it immediately, but your heart remembers every imbalance. And over time, these small habits can turn into larger problems that affect your overall cardiovascular health. Most people assume that feeling a little different after eating is normal. A bit of tiredness, slight heaviness, maybe even a need to sit down. But what many don't realize is that your body often sends early warning signals when it's under stress after meals, and these signs are easy to ignore. One of the most common signals is unusual fatigue right after eating. If you feel extremely sleepy, drained, or low on energy soon after a meal, it could mean your body is struggling to manage blood flow and blood sugar levels efficiently. While mild relaxation is normal, excessive tiredness is often a sign that your system is overwhelmed. Dizziness or lightheadedness is another important warning sign. This can happen when your blood pressure drops or shifts too quickly during digestion. Since more blood is directed toward your stomach, your brain may receive slightly less for a short time. If your body cannot adjust properly, you may feel unsteady or weak. Some people experience a sense of heaviness or discomfort in the chest area after eating. This doesn't always mean something serious, but it should never be ignored. It can be linked to how your heart is responding to the increased demand during digestion, especially if combined with poor post-meal habits. Bloating and stomach discomfort can also indicate that your digestion is being disrupted. While occasional bloating is common, frequent or severe discomfort may suggest that your body is not processing food efficiently due to poor timing of activities after eating. Another subtle sign is an irregular or noticeable heartbeat. If you ever feel your heart racing, skipping beats, or beating harder than usual after a meal, it may be reacting to changes in blood flow, blood pressure, or even certain foods and habits. This is your body signaling that something is out of balance. Shortness of breath or a feeling of pressure can also appear in some cases, especially after heavy meals. This happens when your body is working harder to manage both digestion and circulation at the same time. The key thing to understand is that these signs are not random. They are your body's way of communicating that it is under stress and struggling to maintain balance. Ignoring them doesn't make them disappear. It allows the underlying issue to continue. When you start paying attention to these signals, you give yourself the chance to correct your habits early, before small warnings turn into bigger health problems. The good news is that protecting your heart after meals doesn't require complicated routines. It comes down to a few simple habits that work with your body instead of against it. When you understand how your body behaves after eating, you can make small adjustments that have a powerful impact on your long-term health. The first and most important habit is to stay upright after eating. Instead of lying down, sit comfortably with your back straight. This allows gravity to support digestion and helps your stomach process food more efficiently. It also keeps your circulation stable, reducing unnecessary strain on your heart. Gentle movement is beneficial, but only when it's controlled. A slow, relaxed walk for 5 to 10 minutes can actually support digestion and improve blood flow without overwhelming your system. The key is to avoid intensity. This is not the time for fast walking, exercise, or anything that raises your heart rate too quickly. Give your body time before doing anything extreme. Activities like taking a hot shower, heavy physical work, or even intense mental stress should be avoided immediately after eating. Your body needs a calm environment to focus on digestion. When you rush into other activities, you interrupt that process and create internal imbalance. Be mindful of what you consume right after meals. Avoid smoking and limit caffeine immediately after eating, as these can interfere with circulation and put additional stress on your heart. Instead, allow your body to naturally process the meal without adding extra pressure. Portion control also plays a big role. Eating moderate amounts of food reduces the workload on your digestive system and heart. When you overeat, your body has to work much harder, increasing strain and making post-meal discomfort more likely. Another powerful habit is awareness. Pay attention to how your body feels after eating. Notice your energy levels, your breathing, and any signs of discomfort. This awareness helps you recognize what works best for your body and what doesn't. The goal is not to completely change your lifestyle overnight. It's to make small, consistent improvements. When you sit properly, move gently, avoid harmful habits, and give your body time to digest, you create a supportive environment for your heart. Over time, these simple post-meal habits can reduce stress on your cardiovascular system, improve digestion, and help you maintain strength and stability as you age. Because real health isn't built from big changes, it's built from small, smart choices repeated every single day. If you've watched this far, then you already understand something most people never realize. It's not just about what you eat, it's about what you do after you eat that can truly protect or damage your heart. Because the truth is, these small post-meal habits you've been repeating every day, they're either supporting your body or silently putting it under stress. The good news? You don't need to change everything overnight. Just becoming aware, just fixing one or two of these habits can make a powerful difference in how your body feels, how your heart functions, and how you age over time. So starting today, don't just focus on your diet. Start paying attention to your routine after every meal. And if this video helped you even a little, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next video might reveal something your body has been trying to warn you about for years. Drop a comment below. Which of these habits surprised you the most? Because your heart doesn't fail in one moment.